As a Nigerian, whether you are home or abroad, come closer because I have a secret to share with you. And this secret has been passed on from generations to generations. This particular secret lives in the midst of the rich, and it is one of their secrets to success. And what am I talking about? Today, I'll be talking about land banking in Nigeria. As you all know, that land banking simply means buying large amounts of lands at low or relatively affordable properties and holding on to them for maybe personal use or for future use. Maybe you want to resell, you want to start development, you want to hold it as an inheritance for your children, for your family. And reasons why a lot of people land bank differs based on their needs for it. And today I have done a lot of research and I'll be sharing with you why you as a smart investor in the diaspora or in Nigeria needs to land bank. Now let's proceed. Number one, capital appreciation and diversification. As you all know that as urbanization improves, the demand for land. Take Lagos, for example. Lagos is an urban area. It is a city. It is a business and economic area. And as Lagos grows as a city, there is always high demand, high request for land, maybe for residential purposes, maybe for business purposes or commercial purposes. A lot of people want to be in Lagos for different reasons, maybe for personal purposes, for settlement, for work, irrespective of what their reasons are. The truth is that there will always be requests for land. In fact, there's always going to be request for land before the request for house, because you know that house will definitely sit on the land. And if there is no land, where can your house, where can your shopping mall, where can your office space, where can they sit? Which makes land banking one of the smartest way for investors. Rich people have been doing this for years, in fact, for generations, and they have been passing this secret down the line to their children and children. Now, for diversification, instead of you just buying house to flip them or maybe putting up structures upon structures, you can also divert into land banking. And which leads me to the next point. When it comes to maintenance, land banking, investing in land generally is very easy for you to maintain compared to when you build a house or a commercial property. You need to think about electricity, road, service charge, government dues. In fact, at the end of the day, by the time you are done calculating the whole of this maintenance fees and everything, it gets tiring. But if you are land banking, all you have to do, the basic things you need to do is buy your land in acres or hectares. Make sure you fence it round for security purposes. Fence it round because before you know, land grabbers can easily cut some portions of the land and sell to other people. But once you fence that land round and you put a gate, maybe put a security person, the least you can do maybe every year is to just clear. That is if you are buying it to hold. Some people land bank and at the same time rent out their land to maybe people that are into agriculture or to companies or to industries that need factory. So the more the value of their land grows over the years, they also make money from rentage. So you as a smart investor, when you go into land banking, you are putting yourself in a position that a lot of investors out there might really not know or pay attention to. Now let's proceed. Let's talk about land banking also serve as an edge against inflation. Inflation is something that nobody can predict. It just comes like that. But when you are land banking, you are assured, you are not paying anything on land. You are not doing anything. Like I said earlier, it's either you are holding on to it for a period of time or you are renting it out while still holding on to it. Now let's go to the next one. We have low risk investment option. When it comes to investment, land banking has very, very low risk compared to other types of investment in the real estate industry. And this is very low because you can capitalize on opportunities that can spring forth when you land bank, when you buy lands in acres or hectares, you can decide to set up maybe a mini estate later in the future that would serve as a property that will be giving you rental income. Or you can decide to continue renting out the land bare. You can decide to even switch into agriculture, have a farmland. You can use it for agriculture for 5 years and decide to like sell it out the next year. You just have so many options when you are land banking. Now let's go to the next one, which is resilience in economic cycles. Now, land is finite source and its supplies decreases over time. Land is finite, it is not infinite. Its supply decreases over time. The more you wait, the more you doubt, the more you find it hard to decide on buying that particular land or buying in bulk, the more your chances of missing out on good deals. Take, for example, let's use Lagos, Ogun State, and Ibadan as a good example. Imagine those that bought land in acres or hectares in Lagos 10, 15 years ago. Guess how much they will be reselling today? Because the truth is, whether you like it or not, irrespective of economic crisis, inflation, whatever is going on around the world, the value of land will keep increasing no matter what. The value of land, generally, it is just like a universal law. The value of land will keep increasing. And as much as there is development, there is growth, people are moving in, people are coming into a particular place, moving in and out, there will always be demand for land. So you as a smart investor need to make smart choice and decision when you can still make those choices. If you are looking for places to land bank, maybe let's talk about states where you can still land bank at relatively affordable properties. You can move or spread your investments towards Ibadan, towards Ogun State. Lagos is also a good place to land bank. But if you are land banking in Lagos, know very well that you won't be able to get land in acres or hectares in outskirts like Lekki, Surulere, Ketu, Yanapaja. Those places are already developed. If you want to land bank, the only place you can move down to right now is Ekpe. And if you want to land bank in Ekpe, if you have intentions to land bank in Ekpe or buy land in bulk, you need to move as fast as possible, because the same way you are thinking of it, thousands of investors and developers are also thinking about it. Now, if you want to move further, go towards Ogun State, move towards Oyo State, Ibadan, saying those artists, you can still get land in mass at very affordable properties, at very affordable prices rather. So what are you waiting for, the smart investors? Remember that Heritage Royal Homes Limited still offers bulk land investment packages that allows you to buy more for less. Heritage Royal Homes will offer lands in acres. You can buy 1 acre, 2 acres, 3 acres, and these lands are well documented. You don't have issues with unmoneyed land grabbers. You won't even have issues with the government, because these properties, we do our due diligence, we do our own research on the land to know the condition, the status of the land, to know what can be done on that particular land before we actually put it out there for investors like you to buy into. So smart investors, don't forget, the bone of contention today is to start land banking or buying land in bulk. Buy and hold. While you are holding, you can rent it out or use it for any other thing. Just make sure you don't miss out on opportunities to land bank.